Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. You're now in Canada, because that's where we are today, this weekend. We are in Canada for round 9, AFR Season 6. Welcome. We are here on board with
Hello.
Matthew. And today we have special guest safety car number 1 from Canada, home Grand Prix for him, Tim Van Ryswick. Welcome.
Hello, eh?
And as always, your favorite Aussie, John McDonald. Hello.
It's not really as always. It's just 2 rounds, or third round now. I'm becoming a veteran slowly but surely. I shall try.
Righty, we are here, and yeah, a bit late, but nonetheless, we're catching most of Q1 with Phil Lanky, surprise, 5/10 ahead of the pack. Is Sven here today? I don't think Sven is here. Is Sven not racing?
He has won the championship, so I think he's packed his bags, kicked his legs up, and I don't know. Maybe he stayed in what was the last race? Maybe he stayed in Japan.
I think technically, there's a way that he could lose it, but I'm not sure what that technically is. He is currently 51 points ahead, so no, he could still lose it if Phil wins both races.
He
And
went
gets
directly
fastest
from
lap.
Japan to
Yes.
Disneyland.
Yeah, Phil would need. Well, no, because you get 25 points for a win.
Yeah, so 50 for 2 wins.
Oh, so he would need fastest lap out of one of them. Yes.
So he would need because Sven would have more wins, I believe, than Phil Lanky. I'm not quite
Yeah.
sure. Don't quote me on that.
I think that's a sorry, he got COVID. He's not allowed in the paddock. Sven is here in the chat, everybody. Let's get the engine noises up a bit. Right, so Sven is watching from the grandstands today. Sad day
Tried to
for...
lie about it, but they found him.
Alright, so currently Phil half a second faster than the grid. Chris O'Connor struggling over a second off. Oliver Found's now getting up in P5. What else we got today? Oh yeah, so looks like a good turnout. We have...
So-
Go ahead.
We do have the fan favourite Dudunazu, as always, and his teammate Danny Hernandez in the Mercedes. So I think they've been slowly improving over the season. They did very good in Japan, you know.
Yeah, no, the Mercedes have been doing really well today. Or today? This season.
Today,
That is yet to be seen. Excuse me. But,
rigged.
Igor is not here this weekend, but his teammate Zen Meteranich. Ooh, a bit drifty through all the champions currently.
Igor, it's going to be maybe some, I don't want to say cleaner racing, but slightly less aggressive racing.
I mean, you're right. He is a bit aggressive driver, but that's just his style. But yeah, I think that, especially on this track, will make for a bit less incidents, I hope. Let's see now, Zen on a hot lap. Very squirmy.
Yeah, the drivers are...
Say less.
This is working, smashing.
You say less incidents, but there's 4 danger zones at this track versus Japan. So.
Oh! Zen losing it on his outlap, but yes, as John was saying, danger zones in AFR indicate where you will get double penalties on lap 1 and after a safety car restart. So, if you get a penalty in that zone, you will be severely punished. Yeah, so this is one of those danger zones, the hairpin.
To any of our reoccurring AFR viewers, this track it has been slightly different than previous times that we've raced here at Canada. We've noticed that some of the drivers have mentioned that the curbs are very deadly, so we'll see the drivers trying to avoid the curbs probably as much as possible during this race. So that'll make it quite interesting. What do you think, John?
Now that could be the ground effect cars, obviously the new cars we got this year. Don't like the curbs, much stiffer, a lot lower as well. So maybe that could be an attribute, as well as maybe Bob, who puts out the curbs, has decided to maybe give them a bit of lip filler.
Lip filler in the curbs is a good way to describe it. Yeah, these cars not too friendly with the curbs.
They went straight Abu Dhabi Toblerone style curbs today.
Chris now on a hot lap. Let's see what he can do. Currently in P7, a second and a half off of base.
Surprising that all the drivers are doing their laps on medium compound right now.
I mean, yeah, gotta do what you gotta do though to get the better strategies going. Not sure what the best strategy
I
is.
did notice that when was it, at Japan as well, all the drivers bar one had qualified on the medium tyres, so softs not too favourable unless it's qualifying, I've noticed.
Yeah. But it should be noted that Canada is the bane of Chris's existence. Every season we've raced at Canada, Chris has done very well and then had a horrible finish, either by fault of his own or other drivers. As he crossed the line, does improve only for one position. But yeah, the first
and he's
time
in a Ferrari.
he is in a Ferrari now. But hey, Ferrari's strong this
Charles,
season.
Monaco, how are you?
How are you, bud? As he disappears into the sunset. All right. Who else do we got? Phil Lanky now. Not sure what he is on. Probably an outlap. But yeah, no, Chris, I think... he sends it to the pits. Chris qualified pole, then also was leading a race in both instances. Lost the race. Alrighty. What else is there to look at? Danny Hernandez crossed the line.
Oh, at the back we've got a pretty decent fight to get it into the top 10. Only 2 tenths separate them. Ali Bigiani gets a set a decent lap as well. I don't know who else we got back down there, as one of those cars would be us, and I think the other would be Nick, and then another would be the safety car. It's hard to work out.
We got we got 2 cars that haven't set times. Imran has noted that he would like to start from the back, so it looks like he's just taking a nice spin around the track.
It's a nice scenic drive, Sunday drive.
Filling in for the favorable Jaden Evolution, who's back in Australia and probably sleeping.
Are you suggesting I'm biased?
No, you would never be biased towards the Aussie. Why would I say such a thing?
Well, you're goddamn right I'm biased. World champion, Jaden Evolution. Look out, can never count him out. Still I rise. This would be my best season yet. How'd that work out for you, Lewis Hamilton?
No bias here, absolutely. But Chris O'Connor in P10 right now.
That's unusual from him. Usually in the top 5, there or thereabouts. So quite a way down, and actually quite close to being knocked out there. Just 2 1,000ths I've just noticed that gap, and only just in front of him 9 1,000ths to Florian.
Wow. Yeah, they're very tight gaps. Look at this. Within tenths, I mean, we got Chester Chomper nearly breaking the second gap there.
Sorry to cut you guys off. Zen had
Wow.
the fastest middle sector there.
Oh, wow.
He just
and
set the fastest lap
now.
Wow.
He goes up on Phil Lanky by 2 tenths. That's very impressive from the McLaren driver to kind of break out with the pace now that Sven's gone.
Yeah.
It all comes out to those custom-made steering wheels that Zen makes.
Yeah, Zen Metternich actually does make custom steering wheels, so if you're interested, he's got an Instagram. So
yeah, his products that he makes are exceptional quality.
Yeah, we have actually zero idea. We are not sponsored by him. I do not own one of his wheels, but
we're not sponsored, do not own, but I wish I did.
Yeah, Zen, if you want to send one for product testing, I'll be more than glad to give one a.
10-4, mate. Send one over to Australia. Pay for shipping. Thank you.
We'll not be sending it back.
I'll send it back in a month. Oh, the shipping got ruined. Sorry.
Sorry to interrupt you, but Chris does safely get into Q2, I believe. I mean, unless a miracle happens for other drivers. But yeah, he has gotten himself into P6.
Phil has, he's responding quite strongly to Zen. He's already got first and second sectors purple.
I am?
Oh,
you just said 2.
He's going out there for a bit of an ego boost, I think, because I think that those two are quite safe, so he's just kind of going out there, I think, just to try and go, well, look, Sven's not here.
Nick, can you please Google for me how to make it stop beeping? Because I'll mute myself, but it's when I click an arrow button that it does that.
Just get rid of that button then.
Yeah, but I can't deafen myself. I just want to, I want to mute myself without it beeping.
You can't.
Alright.
Just don't click that button.
I didn't click an arrow, I didn't think. But...
You must have, because it was like for a split second.
Alright.
User was moved out of your channel.
Finding just those few tenths to beat Chris O'Connor. So this could be quite interesting.
Sean Fitzgerald is in third on the hard compound.
Oh, I just noticed he's on the hards.
Duh.
Maybe that's a strategy. He was setting very fast laps on the practice server. He was fastest at one point, so
But on the hards, that's
It's pretty good.
It's going to give him a good
we're gonna see a
strategic
long run.
advantage.
Yeah.
I think he's hoping for safety car and then just go hards the whole race if he's able to get that much pace out of that compound.
Yeah. Matthew, now
Well, I guess a late safety car because he'll be starting on the hard compound, won't he?
that's
Or
true.
even a late safety car, yeah, throwing a soft
Yeah.
compound.
I don't know about that strategy. I think starting on a softer compound, pitting early on your safety car, and then going to the hard speed.
Yeah, quite questionable. We've seen early
Yeah.
safety cars. You're right there, Adrian.
Joe,
Kind of
don't
early.
use
I
this,
would.
they're
That's
not
not
useless.
my kind of route. I love strategy, and it's not the way I'm leaning. But going out on a risk, I imagine,
Yeah, we'll see how
see
it
if it
plays
pays
out.
off.
Maybe everybody's learned their lesson and we'll have no safety cars. Who knows?
I'll place a commentator's bet between us, a shiny Canadian loony, that there is no safety car today.
What is
Well,
a
I'll be expecting that loony cash or card.
oof? Dom
A
cutting.
loony is $1 for those who are
Bountiful
unsure
lap,
of the
bountiful
Canadian
lap.
currency.
A loony
The more you
fits the
know.
Canadian quite well.
A toonie is $2. This isn't a joke. This
Let
is
me just look at
actual
the
currency.
exchange rate real quick.
Right. So I think who do we have? Possibly Chris O'Connor on one more lap. Danny Hernandez. It looks like it. Maybe.
Danny Hernandez.
Oh.
The Red Bull's taking a photo opportunity.
Nice. James Turner back this weekend. Didn't see him for a few race weekends.
Having a quick driver's chat on the side of the road.
So that
I
is.
think they're having a nice little cuddle with a blanket from Suzuka.
Oof, Chris messing up his lap. I think this is the final lap right here. Danny Hernandez. Already safe, but oh.
You know,
Hold his
improvements
position
really.
and-
Chris O'Connor's done
Well,
better
Van
than his
Gerwen,
personal
Q2
best.
starting
Everyone else
shortly.
is down. Zen's gone
That is
PB in
it.
first and second sector, but doesn't improve, or at least enough to catch Phil Lanky.
Nick
And
has
that's
just.
it.
Following drivers
Yep.
are eligible to
Hold on.
compete in Q2. Phil Lanky, Zen Metanich, Sean Fitzgerald, Matthew Gauthier,
Hey,
following
wake
GT, Danny Hernandez, Chris O'Connor, Dominic Yerbich, Jessa Champa, and James Turner. Everyone else was eliminated.
Microphone muted.
Oh, we have lost Dudu Nadzu, Joe Singers, Oliver Founds, Ali Bajani, and Imran, who strategy worked well. He is in last place.
Right. We will be right back for the next session.
PSV's going to go.
Oh, sorry there, John.
You're right. I was just mentioning something else. Anyway, I guess I'll start off Q2. Hello. Bit of a delayed break. Looks like Italy out here. Oh my god, they're weaving around and whatnot in a massive train. Hopefully they all check up before the last few corners. That's both Ferraris and both Williams there, if I'm not mistaken, that are going to be jostling for position down to Wall of Champions. So
There you are. That
it's
is...
a bit late in the lap to spread out, I believe.
Yeah, let's see. Any overlap? Also, underrated sim racers, send me a link. I'll check out your wheels. I'm building a DD setup, so in need of a wheel. Nonetheless, Dominik Gerbic, aka Azamata Bagatov, back after a 3-week hiatus. Let's see how he does. He was the first driver to complain about the curbs. So let's see how he fares with the curbs.
Well, this is Dom's home race, so I'm
True.
expecting a podium out of him.
Right about that one. This is his home race. Who was that off in the distance? Oh, he's gone now. Anyway, no time set yet. Let's see who is first on track. That is not the right server. Right, so it looks like James Turner is going to be the first one to set a time. Let's get on board with him. Up now into Wall of Champions. Probably the most difficult corner to get right. Oh wow, that is a huge
Especially with the
curve.
huck through the curbs.
Wow, I did not notice the curve was that large. Anyway, across the line, fastest time set is a 15.3. I think that will be beat easily. Let's see what Dom's got. Through the hairpin now. But yeah, wow, I did not realize. Sorry, go ahead.
He just beats his previous lap time on the mediums by just 0.2 there as Dominik Gerbic listening to those podium calls and sets a 14.4. Quickly beaten by Danny Hernandez. Big improvement from him to do a 14.3. It's about a second quicker than his Q2 time here.
Wow. Ooh,
That's a lot of curb.
Wow, yeah, that curb got Matthew there. That is a dunzo for him on that one. Phil Lanky.
Phil Lanky.
Wow.
Ooh.
Oh my, okay.
Oh, wow. There's just throw that Sean Fitzgerald. Wow.
What a flyer.
Two steps softer of a compound, and yeah, it's a 1.2 second gain on his lap time, so not messing around he is neither. But it looks fairly close though between him, the McLaren driver, and Phil Lanky though.
Yeah, Zen also getting up there, beating Phil by 5 1,000ths. Good lap from him. Who else we got? Dom did set a time. Couldn't break into that second delta, but still going. Chris O'Connor, no time. His teammate, as we saw, spinning out.
Yeah,
Starting
Matthew's starting a hot lap now. As does Florian. So Dom will be going through the hairpin.
Right you are. I think this is going to be an outlap for him, though, so we will come back to Dom. See how he does.
And, seems like everybody's either doing recharge lap or just going for a second lap right after a hot lap. We'll see.
A lot of braking zones here, though, so it could be good to some recharge in there. Oh, Dom is off. I saw contact. What was
Yeah,
this?
that was Wall of Champions.
Oof. This score
That's
is
going to
a-
ruin his lap there for Dom into turn 1 and 2. He's still going to go for it, it looks like.
Yeah, looks like it.
Zen also went into the Wall of Champions, it looked like.
Yeah, back in pits for him. Danny Hernandez about to start a lap. Let's give the viewers a look at these curves, actually, as Danny finishes or starts a lap. So yeah, these are some large sausages that we got here.
Big lip filler.
Big lip filler on Wall of Champions. So yeah, that is gonna be deadly during race if cars try to go side by side. I don't know what we're gonna experience there, but
It's gonna go from a race on wheels to a race in the air.
Red Bull Air Show, how are you?
right.
2 tickets for the price of 1.
Seems fairly close though between the well, at least the top 4 as he gets into the wall there. Getting close to the wrong thing there, getting close to walls instead of lap times for Danny Hernandez. But then from 5th back, then it seems kind of close again. until you get to, well, yeah, pretty much back until you get to Florian, but I don't think Florian set representative lap time, and we all know he's quicker than that. So see what he can do.
Fitzgerald set a fastest first sector, but he lost it.
Ooh,
Oh.
yep, he sent it back. Keep pushing. James Turner improving, I think, going up in the P8. As he'll send it back to pits now. Chester Chomper only going up for P9. He has set some good times here on the practice server. Let's see what he can do in the actual qualifying. But yeah, Dean, this is just qualifying. We'll have more drivers for the race, but yeah. Only 10 drivers in this session. These were the fastest of the bunch. As Chester Chomper does improve.
Chester trying to get that toe off of Chris.
Might have gotten something. Matthew, now let's see. It might be an outlap. Not sure.
Definitely looks like a bit of an outlap. Not improved any sector.
Yeah.
We're about to start his hot lap now, quite obviously. He's been fairly good this season, but just seems to drop off about mid-race, and either DNFs or finishes quite poorly, unfortunately for him, but always kind of had the paces. He gets a bit of oversteer there out of turn 2.
Yeah.
Fairly clean through down the down the chicane there.
I love how on the live timing page, the second corner, the drivers just go off the map temporarily. So
Oh, really?
always gives me a little bit of a heart attack thinking that ping is just a disaster.
Dom now across the line.
Oof, we're
Doesn't
gonna see a
improve.
flyer from
Oh,
Phil
Phil
right
Lanky
now.
purple.
Oh.
Yeah,
I think we've noticed the same thing there, Tim.
Oh, no.
yeah, he's definitely on a flyer.
Sends into the
Oh,
wall,
the
though.
wall is all he's doing in Sector 2 there, and that's the second time that that's happened to him, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So for those of you that just joined, Phil is currently 51 points behind Sven for the championship, and Sven is not racing, so Phil will need to win this race, get a fastest lap, and win next race with the fastest lap in order to win
Look
it.
at the gap between the top 3.
Wow.
It is 2/10 and then 5,000.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, it's tight. It's gonna be a good race, I think, for the top 3. I mean, anything can happen, especially in Canada. It's a tricky track, so hopefully everybody gets clean racing in. Otherwise, we're gonna see a lot of safety cars.
I'd like to hope that Zen figured out his sticky button situation from Suzuka and doesn't have any misinputs or lack of inputs, because he has showed up to be very competitive today against Sean and Phil here.
Fitzgerald and Zen, though, going out and setting moderately competitive first and second sectors. Fairly close, I think, but Zen's actually up on his best by a long way. Sean's dropped about 4/10 of the second sector.
Yeah.
Both of
As
them in
Fitzgerald now
pits.
goes back to the pits.
Oh,
Let's see now.
it's just that second sector that's just taking lives today during Q3.
No one seems to be able to thread it through there, at least competitively. So wonder in the race if that'll be something difficult for the drivers to negotiate for. I can't remember for the life of me how many laps it is, but
35.
yeah, 35. Oh, wow, that's a lot of times to huck it through the second sector for these boys.
Yeah.
If somebody struggles to chuck it through, as you say, we could see just a pinball or bowling pin effect where they'll just take multiple people out if they hit that wall, because there's not a lot of room in Canada to,
Oh, you're right.
send your spinning
Yeah.
out safely. You're
And
gonna hit that wall and you're gonna come right back in.
Yeah, and in this track, because of all the blind corners, you might see a yellow flag, but you don't really know what's going on. So you might take a corner and just get a hello there moment and see a car sideways on track.
Hello there.
Which might make for some dangerous rejoins too, which it's tough to rejoin when you can't see behind you, but yeah.
And the little lacking grass on most corners, somebody could, if they want to, pull a Ali G and say, I was still on track.
Oh, don't even get me started on that kind of steward's decision. Oh boy.
Yeah, if we see some dangerous rejoins, you're going to be hearing a lot of John today.
Oh yes, that's
Oh.
that's yeah.
Canada is a beautiful Frankenstein of a circuit and a regular circuit and a street circuit. Half the track looks like a street circuit, half of it looks like a normal.
It's similar to Melbourne.
Yeah, I was about to say that, Adrian. Being an Australian myself, but yeah, so Melbourne kind of has like two streets really. That's kind of it. Like mainly the home straight, and then from turn 4 to kind of turn 6, and that was all that was really ever there. And everything else was then kind of added. You still have painted lines, and you can use the entirety of the track on any public day when the race isn't going on, or about 2 or 3 weeks before. But yeah, I think this track is quite similar to Melbourne, as Phil Lanke gets a bit similar with the wall there on the right-hand side. That doesn't
was,
look too pretty.
Florian.
Or Florian, sorry.
Yeah, that's Florian. He was on a good lap, I think, but yeah, he's sent into the wall. He has improved. He's got out of P10, but only gonna.
We did miss. Phil took P2.
Oh, he did. Phil is now ahead, so he is on the front row. Good for him, but not enough for P1. But while we were saying that, Dom has improved as well, up into P6. We were just too busy talking about the scenery of Australia.
Sorry to interrupt. Zen is on a bit of a flyer. He's improved his first sector.
He only needs a tenth and a half, but
Let's see if he can survive.
Oh, he's wide. A little bit of a late apex there. It doesn't look too clean for him. A bit shitty on power as well. Excuse me.
That was purple, that sector.
really,
It was? Wow. Okay, see what he can do through the chicane. Big huck through here. 8th gear. Going to be down to, I think it's 4 gears.
oh, he eats some grass.
How's it look? Bit of grass on turning. Big curb. Oh, and he has joined the Red Bull Air Show and launched himself into the Wall of Champions. Oh, disaster. Purple to the first and second sector there, if I'm not mistaken there, Tim. But, oh, that is awful.
Yeah, he braked on the grass and just messed up his whole braking. Oh,
If
man.
he would have been able to just close that up, that could have been a P1.
Wow. Yeah, only one corner left on that lap. But
He was.
Go ahead.
No. Just that second sector was up. It was 2/10.
Wow. Yeah, that would have been enough for P1 then, I think. But he does have enough time. Let's see. Yeah, he's going out. One more lap. Let's see what he can do.
You're just going to get it in time there, I think, as well as the other drivers. If you want to get a last lap in, you've got to leave now with a minute 13 lap time. But obviously got to space yourself out and get out of the way for cars that are already on current flying laps. So
Yep.
last chance for the boys to get out of pit lane and set a last lap.
James was attempting to get out, and I don't know if he was just put under pressure from Matthew and Sean, kind of binned it there. So now he's leaving the pits again to get out before they run out of time to get a final lap in here.
Your current pole sitter, Sean Fitzgerald, is 13-1 and holding it semi-comfortably. But I'm going to get some water. I'll be right back.
Oh boy, I guess we're going to sit on board with Fitzgerald as he pulls off. Oh, we've gone to Zen now. Leader of the current pack of cars about to set their last-ditch efforts for a flying lap is going to be Chester Chompers. See what he can do sitting down there in 8th, but only 8 tenths off a pole, so I think we've really got a fairly close field from 8th on up to Fitzgerald there.
I'm very glad to see everybody has a stable ping today. There's not a whole lot of jumping around, so shouldn't have to worry about any netcode issues.
Well, you say jumping around, but did you see the McLaren enter a skipping rope competition through the final chicane there? So no ping-related jumping around, but jumping around will be a bit of a bit common. I'm going to say.
We can't have everything here at AFR.
Oh no, never. Can't have nice things.
Alright.
Losing all the exit there from Zen. What's the first sector like? Not too impressive.
First sector
Down
he's
by a
down,
little
yeah.
bit.
Chester up on
Florian
his first
Pilling
sector.
close,
Chester
Florian
up on his
close.
second sector.
Chester's looking
Florian
fairly
Pe-
good.
Peck's
Not
close
going to
to
be
not
good
leave.
enough for kind of pole and whatnot, but maybe if he can crack the top 5, that'd be very impressive for him, and I'm sure he'll be very happy with that.
Florian is on track, and he is not supposed to be. The pit exit was closed about 30 seconds ago. Let's see what Chester does here. Oh.
Yeah, it
That's
wasn't
unfortunate.
improving. Oh wow, yeah, that's big down on his.
Big down on everybody. We just saw 3 people teleport to
Yeah,
the pit.
wow, everyone just kind of gave up on it. Zen's going to go. He sets a fastest last sector, but it's not enough to counteract his poor first and second sector performances. But at least he gets a fastest last sector.
We've got
The
teammates
constellation.
Phil Lanke and Florian just racing at this point, it looks like.
Are they both on hot laps?
I wonder
Florian
if
is not supposed to be
Florian
on
was
track right
pulling him
now.
along.
Ah,
Was Florian pulling Phil Anke along, maybe?
No, Florian
along
was
the back
behind.
straight and through Casino. He was
Florian looked like he
behind
was
the.
behind.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So Phil has set a fastest second sector. Lost time on his first. Let's see what
Can
he
you
can
do it?
do here.
Oh, kiss the wall. Comes to the line of 10th to do it.
Qualifying.
Yeah,
Doesn't
do
improve.
it.
Sean Fitzgerald is your pole sitter for Canada.
Wow, well done from Sean today.
And starting on the hard tyres, so it's going to be interesting for the start of the race.
Ooh.
In what the strategy will play out. Looking for a late safety car, I think, is the only thing that's really going to afford him a strategic benefit there. I don't see going long on the hards unless you get a safety car free period. But as we've seen in AFR time and time again, we generally get a fairly early one in the first 3 to 5 laps.
Right.
So what are the predictions here for the race? We've got Sean Fitzgerald on pole, Phil Lanke second, and new racer Zend Metternich in third place. So what do you guys think the outcome could be here?
Well, I think the hards are going to be tough to keep pace in, so I have a feeling Phil might get ahead since he's starting. Oh, he's not starting. Yeah, Phil is on the front row, so I don't know. I think he might be able to get a good start, pull ahead, and I don't know if Zen's going to be able to follow through, but I think Phil is going to take turn 1 ahead.
Now, is Phil starting on the inside or the outside in P2?
That is a good question, but let's jump into the next session, and we will confirm that. So, be right back. Rightio. We are now 6 minutes away from lights out. And here we are.
Welcome back, eh?
Welcome.
Welcome back, eh? No way.
Grab yourself a beaver tail, a nice glass of maple syrup, put your turn the heating off in your igloo and turn the TV on. Let's watch some racing.
I think that BMW is going to need some AAA, because, you know, A? But, you know, I think I need to join AAA, but I think the BMW needs some AAA. A.
Hey?
Oh.
Ooh, nice little drift.
Shout out Family Guy.
Well,
Yep.
well said. Oh, we do have 2 safety cars out. The
Bert Mylander, eat your heart out.
The infamous AFR safety car pre-race battle currently going on right here. You don't want to miss it. Oh, is Mercedes?
Whoa! Big dive!
Oh,
Was that Dudu Nazu?
that was Sudunazu.
He is getting good at that move. If he would have been able to pull that off last week in Suzuka, that would have been, for me, the best move in AFR history. If you haven't seen the move I'm referring to, check out the stream from last week. Dudu Nazu, Joe Singers, absolutely sends it on the last lap.
Yeah, it was a close
And then his
one.
teammate then done the job on Chester Jumpers.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched that race,
tantalizing race.
yeah, this isn't a plug. The Suzuka race from last week, that was probably our best race.
Listen to grown men
That is
squealing
the
like girls.
greatest. That is the greatest race I've ever witnessed.
Yeah, if you want
to see 2 grown men scream like little girls and just cars ping into each other left, right, and center like a ping pong machine or pinball ping pong machine. That's great, isn't it? Like a pinball machine. Excuse me. Then that's the race to watch.
Yeah, it was nuts. We couldn't control ourselves.
So for anybody who has missed the qualifying, just a quick recap before we get lights out here. And John, remember that's 6 lights, not 5. So we've got... who was our top 3? We had Sean Fitzgerald on pole, followed by Phil Lanky, and then Zen Metternich. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I'm not, bud. In our top 3. And surprisingly... the drivers are just sticking with the hard compounds. So what do we think is going to happen strategy here, boys? As we see a completely smashed up safety car.
Jesus. I think they're going to need to fix that safety car before the race. But yeah, strategy is quite interesting. I think we've got everyone starting on mediums, bar Sean Fitzgerald, at least in the top 10, who's on hards. So clearly pitting early if we get an early safety car, which historically we've seen quite often in this league and its races, as the BMW has a massive accident in front of us. I think his BMW friend's going to have to get out and ask him if he's okay. Oh my lord.
Jeff's on the radio. Are you okay?
Oh my god. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Phil Lanky, or not Phil Lanky, Sean Fitzgerald starting on the hard. So grip's going to be a bit of an issue off the start of the line, but I think if he can get in front, overtaking here is a bit difficult unless you're going into the hairpin or the chicane, but with the chicane being a danger zone, drivers might be a little bit less inclined to overtake there. So I think if he can stay in front on the first lap and at a stretch extend out of DRS range, then I think he could be quite safe and could be on a pretty good strategy here. But again, he needs that late race safety car to benefit him, or none at all.
Yeah, hopefully we don't see a safety car, because then it really comes down to driver strategy, but you never know here at AFR. At this point, we're racing in Canada, so you might as well have chains ready to go around your tires in the pits just in case it snows. You never know.
Maybe he's put maple syrup draped it over his front wheels, so his hards are now like mediums. Soften them
That's
up.
the ground effect. Maple syrup coated bottom of the car.
As side skirts, wait for the maple syrup to half harden, so just jelly. Glued to the
Oh, as
ground.
he gets
Really-
rear-ended into the
Oh!
pit lane.
Oof.
Oh, I hope we don't see that during the race again. The stewards are getting sick of having to deal with these driver complaints.
Oh my gosh.
Rear-ending into pit lane seems to be quite common, a bit too common, I think. Especially a
Almost like-
chain reaction of someone rear-ends someone and then someone else rear-ends them and so on.
These cars should have brake lights almost.
I think we need to talk to the FIA about that.
Ooh, massive lockup. Massive lockup.
Right, so a minute and a half away from the start as two Red Bulls getting a bit of racing in.
Adrian, since we have a quick moment, why don't you tell anybody who hasn't heard about Track Titan what Track Titan can offer them?
Right, good point. So Track Titan is a software that you install on your computer. Little handy tool that you keep running in the background, and it will log all of your inputs and find where you are missing time. How does it do that, you might ask? Well, they have a team of professional drivers that set times and will actually compare your laps to their laps. And you can see exactly where on track you're either lifting too early, braking too late, what have you. And you can compare all that. And if you want, they even have a tier where they will personalize their services to your needs. So if you're interested in Track Titan, check them out. TrackTitan.io. We have an exclusive coupon code for discount, 50% off, if you are interested.
To extend on that just a little bit, they've also launched a new option where instead of just doing essentially you're comparing your times to just be fast on track, if you want to, if you're in a league such as the AFR drivers, if you send in a session of a track and car combo, they will find the best options for you setup wise, where you're losing time on track, essentially make you as competitive for the league of your choice as possible.
Yeah, so they're pretty new, but they are definitely trying to branch out and improve their services. So as Tim said, you can get basically anything you need from them to get faster. It's a good way to summarize Track Titan. Oh, as the cars, oh my goodness.
Oh, there's safety
What
cars
happened there?
getting a bit close. BMW McLaren is a current rumor on the F1 paddock, and well, there it is in full effect for you.
We need a
There.
screenshot.
Oh,
Zoom
my
out. We
lord.
need a quick screen grab of that. There we go.
That's going to be a session restart.
Oh my lord.
I really hope we can next session that, because that's going to be another long...
We did. The cars are now not affected by cars inside of them, so that's always nice to see.
Bono, there's a car inside me.
Wow. Wow. Let's make sure the safety cars are in the back. We have Chris. Is that Chris Quadri? Who is that? That would be... Oh, Ismail is here. And Imran. Okay, yes. Good. So, Ismail starting from the back where he wanted to. Igor, missing qualifying, but does show up. So we do have two McLarens on track. And let's run through the grid. So we have Sean, P1. Bill, P2. Starting on the outside to answer your question. So, that's going to be interesting on the start. And we have Zen Metronic. I think that is Matthew, or is that Chris?
That's going to be
Chris.
Chris O'Connor there.
Wow, Chris did
only
improve.
within 5/10 really of pole position as you fall back, and quite close again with Dominic in P5. Danny Hernandez, Dudunazu's teammate, obviously reaping off some of the glory that he gets. Then Matt, Chris's teammate, down in 7th, so a bit unlike him to get such a poor qualifying session. Chester Chompers, 8th place there, followed by Florian, who I think again a bit out of turn and touch with where we normally see him. Then James Turner there in P10 to round out the top 10.
Alrighty. And yes, to answer your question on why he's so far back, Matthew did pick up a 3-place grid penalty from Suzuka. So, that is
Quick
why.
tire rundown.
Quickly.
Majority of our drivers are on mediums. We've got Sean Fitzgerald, Danny Hernandez, who have gone hard, and Imran is soft.
Oh, lights. 1 light, 2 lights, Mr. Cameraman, please. I need to get a better view of this. 6 lights now. I remembered this time. Lights out and away we go, looking for the start of Phil Lanky as he gets a great start on those medium compound tires. And the McLaren to the outside. Can Sean Fitzgerald hold it out around the inside? Yes, he does, and he slams the door there on the BMW, slams the door consequently on the McLaren as they 2 wide, 3 wide up there with the Red Bulls and the Ferrari. Seems to be fairly clean though. I'm quite surprised as they go through turn 1, 2, 3 and they come down through the downhill chicane there. Very close. There is a Mercedes off there. I think that is Joe Singer's Dudunazu. Unbelievable there from him. Fairly clean though, I think, besides this.
Very clean
so far. Only little bumps and bruises so far.
Oh, up ahead there's a bit squirminess going on from Matthew, who's dropped down to P12 from P7.
Oh. Again, not a very good start from him. Seems to be quite characteristic of him from qualifying to the races. Just needs to find that consistency, as he might get eaten up here by the Mercedes as Ferrari goes for a look, snaps back in line as the Mercedes down the inside and makes contact there with the Williams, and that has sent him behind the Mercedes, and I think he's going to get chewed up now by Florian behind, as his teammate doesn't fare too better either as he loses out there to McLaren. Wow, bad start for Mercedes.
Yes, we got
So, do we see anybody come into the pits? Do we see anybody on a lap 1 pit?
Under VSC, I highly doubt it because we don't know how long it's going to last for. It's usually around
VSC
20
ending.
seconds. Yep,
VSC
it's
ending.
ending now. It's
Ooh.
race control. It's just announced,
Very
so we will be restarting. But let's just acknowledge that Sean was able to hold off Phil there, even though Phil got a fantastic start.
Oh, it's ending.
Yep, it's ending now. So
Going into the first corner.
let's see. It's about to go green. It is
McLaren
green.
there jostling with the overlap. Jesus.
Oh, and
as
Iggy got a
McLaren
10.
gets a fairly good start.
Iggy has just gotten a 10-second for being over the delta under VSC.
Okay,
Oh.
let's go back to Fitzgerald, the fight at the front.
Good restart from him.
Good
Fairly
restart from
clean
all
from
drivers so far.
Am I in pits? Oh, we have a car in pits. That's Ismail in pits.
Start at the back of
Interesting.
the grid and into pits. That's a bit disappointing for him, especially under VSC, and with it ending so quickly, he doesn't really gain a lot out of that, so he's going to need a safety car to get anywhere near back in this race.
Yeah, he might get lapped by lap 3 at this rate.
Yeah, unfortunate for him, but
Ooh, massive lockup by the Red Bull.
oh no, and
Big
that's
Cosentino effect there as he does rear in the Red Bull. Ali
Oh.
Bigiani just
Safe
giving the Red
rejoin,
Bull.
safe rejoin.
He's about to get overtaken too, I think. Ali Bijani. Yes, he gets over. Oh, he makes contact on the
Oh,
tree.
he gets very defensive. He's moved over on him there. I think that could be a penalty coming his way.
Oh, what is this?
after
We have
the
a battle
race
for the
on that
lead, I'm
Ferrari.
sorry.
There was a crash between
Oh, Phil Lanky gets
Fitzgerald,
ahead.
Phil,
Shit,
everybody.
Fitzgerald down the inside. Does he get down there? No, but the McLaren on his outside is going to switch to the inside for turn 2. McLaren's still there on his inside. Is he going to be able to clear him before the chicane? I think he does. He gets a better run just on those medium tyres. More grip. Fitzgerald tries to ring it round the outside. It's not going to work out for him. Drops down to P3. Have broken quite a good gap from.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's a mistake. The Williams.
Oh,
sorry.
no.
Oh,
Safety car deployed, safety car deployed, safety car deployed.
Oh,
Beautiful.
no.
Surely the safety car.
Israel.
Another. Oh, he's
This is a
parked
full-on.
right in the middle of the track
This
there,
is a full
sideways.
safety car. Ooh, we're gonna see everybody pull into the pits. The amount of damage on some of these cars. Dom's rear red. Oliver's front wing is red. It's just the amount of
Oliver
just
may have suspension
contact.
damage as well. Let's see.
Ismail, you may overtake.
Oh,
Some-
Oh,
Ismail.
there's a lot of steering damage on that Red Bull there. 45 degrees left hand down. I don't think you can repair suspension, though. It's not an easy
No.
feat to do here. So that could be Oliver Founds out of this race up in P7.
Let's see, that's what
See
we
what
were
it does
talking
with the
about.
pit stop phase, though, I think. It's
Yeah.
going to benefit Fitzgerald, I guess, with
Only
everyone
3
now
laps.
going on to the hards.
Yeah.
It's going to be a stretch, though. None of them, no
Nobody's pulled
takers
in.
at the front.
We have a Ferrari
Chris is
in.
pulled into the pits.
Yeah, that is
Chris, that's
O'Connor.
quite,
Chris,
that's
Oliver.
quite standard from him.
Let's see who else. Ali Bijani. And that's
Chris,
it.
I think
Oliver,
Ali's
and
gonna
Ali in
do
the
the
pits. Let's see what they're gonna do here with.
We need to make
They're all on
sure.
mediums right now.
We need to make sure Oliver doesn't fix suspension, otherwise that will be a DSQ from him.
Chris has gone on to hards.
Chris is, quite historically, an instant taker of the hard tyres whenever we get an early
Ali
safety
has-
car.
Ali's gone on to hards, and what is Oliver doing?
Edine has said that the guy who pit on the VSC is going to gain positions, but I don't know. He might not gain as many as he thought, but he will at least gain something, or at least get closer to the
Well,
pack now.
From
Oliver has
Bigiani
stayed on
starting
mediums.
So far back. From
Oliver.
Bigiani starting so far back, I think that, yeah, he hasn't really gained out there, and yeah, he is 14th or 15th. Oh, yeah, 14th, sorry.
He was talking about Ismail.
Ismail's going to be able to gain back.
Yeah.
Oh, Ismail, sorry.
That's who he
Yeah,
was
well,
saying.
even further back, yeah.
So Oliver went into pits, but he didn't change his tires. I guess he just repaired the front wing damage.
Oh my
His
God.
tires, or his wheels still messed up, so his suspension is still destroyed. So maybe he's just gonna see if he can get the car around the circuit. If not, he might have to retire.
Oh no.
I hope it's a circular steering wheel. With a Formula rim, steering damage is quite awkward to handle, but with a circular rim, you can kind of position your hands in a way that makes it feel straight. That will,
Yeah.
make it seem less noticeable. But Car's going to be slow in a straight line as a result, and more awkward through corners, especially when you steer to the opposite side. So with him having left hand down, right hand corners are going to be quite difficult. With this being a clockwise circuit, most of them are to the right, so quite disappointing for him. I'd like to mention, I forgot to, we've had a dislocated toe from one of the drivers of James Turner in P9, alleged dislocation. I'm not going to go out there and make him seem like a hero, but alleged dislocation of the toe. He says braking with his left foot is quite difficult, but it's being P8 with his alleged dislocated toe. Quite impressive, I believe.
He could be driving like the Stig, right foot braking.
Okay, so hold on here. Matthew Gaultier is picking in and out of the session. I don't know if he's actually here or not.
Matthew does not show on...
Safety car in the slap, safety car in the slap.
All right, there it is. Safety
Yeah,
car
Matthew does not show up on the live timings.
Safety car in this lap. But yeah, we've had Matthew and Dom, who killed his engine with that incident, causing the safety car out of this race.
Dom killed the engine, or the wall? The wall killed his engine?
The wall killed Dom's engine, yes.
Okay, 5 years for that wall.
That was a massive accident, though, that started this. Phil Lanky's going to be the one starting this field off, so under his control, no overlaps. New rule, the Verstappen rule, was finally implemented.
I thought Zen was going to go for that. He was a little side-by-side briefly there.
I think he's gone. He has gone. That's very early there from the BMW. No. Oh, but he's... I think that's really awkward. I think if he's gone full throttle there... if he has gone full throttle, then... I would say he's gone. So that is a bit awkward, weaving the wheel there to get the tyres warmed up. McLaren... That
was a Magello effect right there.
Yeah, Big Cosentina. I think that might deserve a look into after this race. That seemed very awkward with the McLaren barely pulling it up. But anyway, the McLaren very close to the back of him. Sean Fitzgerald was a bit poor off the start there. Being on the hard tyres, but all these front guys still have to pit, and with that early safety car, it was their best chance to pit. So I think Phil Lanky with the hard tyres, I think he was quite disadvantaged at the start of the race, but with how early that first safety car was, I think we've slightly swung back into his favour. Not entirely, but I think if it goes his way with no safety car and we get a late safety car, then it's going to be right into his favour, and he could look like a very good prospect to winning this race.
Yeah, and Sean Fitzgerald has fallen back quite a bit now, losing pace on those hards, and he's about to get flipped up by Chester Chomper here, who's in P4, who wants that.
Oh, wow, that's a massive improvement there from Chester. I think he started down in P8, and look, he's on the back of the front three, who were kind of in a league of their own.
Sean swerving on the straight.
Trying to get tyre temp into those tyres, so maybe he was Kimi Raikkonen the safety car a bit too much there, as Joe Singers loses a position out to the Ferrari, and now we get the fastest lap Cosentina effect with everybody as they come through.
Chris O'Connor catching up on Iggy.
Oliver Found's managing, but is losing positions now. Was in P11 at the safety car, and he's just hoping for points by cars crashing out, I think.
Yeah, it shows a lot of resilience to drive a car with that much steering damage, though. I am one to finish races under most circumstances, as Chris O'Connor, I think, gets by the Haas there, who's had a lot of issues coming down the chicane, and he loses out to the Mercedes, maybe. He's going to switch to the inside, onto the back straight. Dudinazu around the outside. Is he going to be able to pull it off side by side, or is he going to get very awkward coming into here?
Wait,
Mr. Cameraman, the Mercedes, please.
Wrong car.
Haas does hold off Dudinazu there. The star favourite, I think, of this league is there's a lot of smoke, and I think that's the car to the inside was there. Chris O'Connor! Oh, that's heartbreak for him. He was a leading car of the cars that had pitted, and he's now looped it, I think, or been put into the wall. We don't know. That's awful. He's down to the back of the running cars.
Yeah, that's not what he wanted. And like I said, this track has been cursed for him, so he's going to need a miracle today. But good battle here for P2. Oh, Imran, I think, is going for a move or gets overtaken. I'm not sure. But now Joe Singer is up in the P8. But it's not over as Imran is on the soft compound. Going for a move up the inside. Is he going to go for it?
Side.
Nearly contact.
Maybe contact.
Wow. A lot of cars pitting.
Stays ahead.
Come on, dude.
A lot of cars pitting. On to green. Turner, Chris O'Connor into the pit lane. So Chris O'Connor, what's he going to put on? I think he must have had wing damage there.
Mm-hmm.
James Turner, I think, would have had damage as well. So that might be inkling to who it was between. It might have been James Turner that he was involved with, who I know
Possibly.
those two are very good mates, so that could be a very awkward conversation after the fact.
Chris left the pits. He still has hard compound on.
Yeah, I think he stayed on the same
And
tire.
James stayed on the mediums.
Yeah, must have been just a damaged pit stop then.
Surely you'd take fresh tyres, though, in Chris's position.
probably.
Just may as well after a spin, yeah.
Same compound.
Ali Bijani getting very
Oh,
close.
very close for Bigiani there, giving the, I think that's a Mercedes in front of him, or a Haas, sorry, big sniff up his backside. Is he going to go for a move now? I think he's a bit too far back, but slipstream, gaining. Don't think it's going to be enough. He's going to have to wait till DRS is enabled, I believe, to maybe find a way past. As Zen fighting on the back of Phil Lanky, as Fitzgerald's kind of fallen off the back of the top two, but Zen all over that BMW now.
Wow.
Yeah, Zen
Who's,
shaved
I think, really
2/10.
improved.
He shaved 2/10 off of Phil on
Wow.
that third sector there. So he's definitely going to catch him.
Both of them on the medium, so it's an even playing field. But DRS is now enabled this lap, so we'll see after the hairpin how that
It's
overspeed.
going to be
But wait, there's snow.
Eh? It's going to be very... Oh, I think Zen's a bit far back, I think, for DRS, but we'll see what it's like on the opening lap. If he can runs deep in there to get a nice late apex, maximise his run out of there as he gets a little bit oversteer to go to the Red Bull. Now back to Phil Lanky.
Sorry, I just saw a
DRS
position
open.
lost.
Oh, good.
Press F for a moment for the Carlos Sainz of Bar Matthew.
Oh, Matthew's down as well again.
Matthew is down and out.
Oh, wow.
Unfortunate.
Again, as maybe a commentator's curse there, as I kind of hinted at, as Zen gets a bit close there to the grass. Phil Lanky sets the fastest lap of the race, even though Zen had DRS. There is Ali Bijani. That's going to be a very late move. They're going to slow right up through
Clean,
here.
beautiful
Very
beautiful
well
race.
done.
You say beautiful. but that's
DRS
a lot of
wide
time
open. Let's
lost.
see what goes into turn one here.
There is a lot of time lost from that move, though. But keeping the pressure on
He
the Haas
stays in
front.
behind.
Yep.
No move there. Yeah, I don't think that the Haas car in front of him is going to be too impressed with that move. As Iggy in P7, I think he's done very well for not qualifying, I believe.
Yeah,
up
he
into
started
P7.
nearly last.
Iggy trying to do the Lewis last to first challenge.
Ali's still
Ali
looking.
Bijani, who's still right on the back. I think he's going to be able to get him here. Is he DRS on the back straight away? Yes, there is. No, but he doesn't get a good exit. So maybe in through the hairpin, if he can keep it clean through Casino, get a good run, and he gets a very good run, I think, but maybe that's a bit too much curb on exit. No, it's a good run indeed, going into the hairpin now. Gaining. Zen takes P1 around the outside of Phil Lanky.
Wow.
What a move there into the Wall of Champions.
With a beautiful
Wow.
exit too. He is taking off.
There are just too many battles to catch right now. As I leave one battle, another one happens, and now I've left Ali, who has now gained a position on the Haas. And has DRS. Wow.
So Ali has passed the Haas. Haas is going to look to get back at him, but he's got no DRS. He's only got slipstream, and it's not going to work out for him. As soon as he pulls it out, just Ali Bijani's going to fly away. As we look back at Iggy, who is 4.9 seconds off of the next car of Florian.
Yeah.
But I think, very good improvement for him. And if he stays P7 for the rest of this race, I think he'll only improve positions with the amount of incidents that we're clearly having. Need to lay off the beer.
James Turner's foot is obviously affecting his driving down into 14th place.
Oof. Wow, Oliver
Yeah,
Found's
with a pit
maintaining.
stop as well
maintaining
with
P12.
Chris O'Connor.
Yeah.
A lot of battles, a lot of under 1 second gaps. Joe Singer is looking on the rear of...
Nazu.
Yeah, you were right, Ovinovic.
Do we have
Zen's
any
actually broken DRS.
Mafia here today?
Wow, yeah, he has broken DRS. Oh, well, he got it this
Only
time.
just.
But I don't think this straight he'll have it. Let's see if we
No, it's a
can-
double DRS zone,
Ah.
I believe, through there, so he is going to nab it again, which he's going to need to stay onto him. He's going to have a clean second sector now to stay within that DRS if Zen was able to pull out that lead.
Yeah,
But
but
Florian, who's dropped down a position to Danny Hernandez, who's found himself up into P5. Very good
Wow.
for him.
I don't know if something happened to Florian, but interesting. Not
We
sure.
got a comment in the chat. How do you get a safety car in Assetto Corsa?
How do you get a safety car? Well, you have to get a person to drive said safety car, and as you can see, they're there we all are. One of them is me. One of them is the streamer, or what's the word? Race control, and one is a safety car. So we have an.
There's a Haas in pit lane there as we.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off.
Imran came into the pits, threw off the softs, and he's now gone mediums.
Oh, Chris O'Connor's out.
Was he on softs? He's
Chris
been
has
so
left.
good
No.
in the races that I've watched him. Great strategy, but he might have had some steering damage from that massive accident that we seen earlier, and that's putting him out, and that is
it's
awful.
manageable. Look at Oliver here with the 90-degree wheel, and he's managing.
That's a Fernando Alonso. Honestly, if Oliver scores points here, okay, he gets driver of the day for me by a million miles. And I'm not joking here. Honestly, that is unbelievable. He's got 45 degrees of left hand down, and he has 35 laps of Canada no less to go out of him. That is one hell of a drive if he can keep it together, and he has, and he's almost on for points.
Yeah, it's gonna take I mean, he's getting looked up.
He's up to P6 now.
I think that's what Chris is. No, because Chris was last. So yeah, he has.
Yeah, Chris had dropped down. Who's he? Has someone else fallen down there?
Maybe pit stop. Maybe somebody went in the pits. I'm not sure.
Oh, I don't think
Imran went into the pits to.
But I don't think it was. Was he ahead of Iggy?
I don't think so.
I don't.
He must have been. I think. Unless it might have been the Ferrari of Matt.
It might have been the Ferrari.
I think that was.
Anyway, he's in P6
3 men
now.
backtracking.
Go Singers, though, not making it easy for Iggy today. Staying right on the rear of him. With DRS open, is he going to have the run? Don't think so.
He's going to have a good run through here. If he can keep it clean through a casino, could be on for a good run. Oh, but he's wide, very wide, all over the grass. Put on a set of green tyres there, mate. That's not going to do you any good running into the hairpin. As Phil Lanky's still with the DRS as he hucks it through the chicane and Wall of Champions. I think Zen is very quick through there. Seems to be just so much more planted through there than any other driver, I think.
Zen's looking really good today. I mean, obviously he's gone from third to first. Good move in turn 1 with Sean. Kept it nice and clean. Oh, Phil getting a bit squirmy there.
I wouldn't count out Sean Fitzgerald either. Only 1.4 back, and he is on the hard tyres, remember, so he's going to have the fresher compound tyres for later in this race and the softer tyres as well.
That's
so he's actually gaining on Phil Lanky, and I think even on Zen possibly. I don't know his lap times exactly. I'm going to have to pull up the live timing.
So back to my comment, yes, so we have a safety car, and the driver will just pull out of the pits, and the cars line up behind him. And that's how a safety car works. And also, Manu, yes, you can join the tournament. You will need to join the Discord to find more information.
We have a new season starting in about 4 weeks as well. Got the finale of Formula 1 happening next week. Champion is mostly decided. Phil Lanky is going to need to win this race and fastest up to do so. He only has one of those things at the moment, but only 6/10 off of the big goal, which is the win there. But Zen, I think, is going to be hard to beat.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. But...
To go back, Imran was in 10th place when he pitted ahead of Ismail.
So I wonder
we were
if it
trying
was
to
that
decide who
Iggy
it was.
had passed.
Yeah, I'm not sure I got up here with position, but...
I
Would
can't
have been
think.
Joe Singers.
Oh, Sean Fitzgerald got a bit squirmy on the exit. That's going to break his
Could have been Joe
chances.
Singers, you're right.
DRS. Oh, maybe, yeah. But Joe is still keeping up with him. Within half a second every lap.
Oh, DRS open. Let's see what he can do here.
Yeah, keeping him honest, I don't think he's going to be close enough into T1 there. Or the
Keep the
center
pressure
S,
on.
as some people refer it to.
Good
He's
racing
just there,
from both
too
these
short of a
guys.
run though, I think. But yeah, Dudenazu keeping the McLaren there off Iggy, very honest, in P6. I think they might be chasing down Danny Hernandez, what their last lap time's like. Fairly even for all of them, but Danny Hernandez is about 1.5 seconds quicker than them per lap. Then the front guys are all in the 115s effectively. So just in a league of their own, the front four. But Chester able to keep up with them, I think, is one to watch for the rest of this race as well.
I would just like to take a moment to appreciate Dudunazu's improvement over the season. For me personally, I've seen him come a long way.
Sorry to cut you off there. He might be close. I don't know what the run the McLaren got. I don't think that Dudenazu is going to be able to gain on him there, but the McLaren did run wide, so he gets DRS now, gaining. I don't think it's going to be enough. Too far back there. Second DRS though with the double DRS that we have here at this track. Good run out of the Wall of Champions. Gaining. I don't think it's going to be enough. 3 car lengths back. It's going to be a big dive from him. No, but Gain's
But
right
his
up
first
to
sector
him.
is beautiful, though. He can always get... Yeah, look how
Oh,
Wow, great racing.
his exit in that
James.
first corner is beautiful.
And also, I just want to know, I think that Big Toe got to James, as James is now out of this race.
Ooh,
James is
unfortunate.
well.
He is now driving frantically to go to the hospital.
So
I
that
think,
is 4
I think
DNFs
his
today.
teammates done quite well. Sorry to cut you off there, Adrian.
No.
I think his teammates done quite well with steering damage. Maybe not as bad as a dislocated toe, alleged dislocated toe. I'd like to question that, James. No offense, but I think he's done quite well.
I think he has.
Yeah, I mean, if your toe is pointing the wrong way, you're not still gonna do your race. You're gonna go get that checked out. Let's be
Oh, look,
honest.
that's a monster to drive there for Oliver Founds. That does not look like a happy race car or a happy driver there.
The mental capacity to
it's
keep reminding
everywhere.
yourself the steering wheel needs to go 45 to go straight.
Oh, this poor guy.
Oh, look at it! It's a monster. It's,
Oh,
how can he
man.
drive that? He's half the way through the race. Oh, by the way, I can't believe we're halfway through this race, but he can't keep that thing. Look at it; it's just wiggling in a straight line. That's
Turn left
painful.
to go right.
So he is last, but he is still P12, so there is hope for points. So yeah, 4 cars dropping out of this race halfway through. And Joe Singers is still pressuring.
Canada, just like Australia, just knows how to make a couple of cars DNF. There's just no getting past that.
Also, look at this gap. This battle here might have been costing them time because Iggy is 20 seconds behind P5 in P6.
Yeah, no, Iggy and Dudinazu behind him have been bucketing time with this battle, about 1 second or 2 seconds a lap on most occasions,
Wow.
to Danny Hernandez in front. I'd also like to state that Oliver Founds is doing 123s.
Oh, he's in
The
pits.
leader of this race is doing 115.
Oh, he's
so
out.
that's 8 seconds a lap, and he's
He is
now out.
DNF.
Oh, Oliver.
No, nothing to be
Oliver,
ashamed
that
of.
was a beautiful attempt.
It
You've
was.
got
They go
the
half the
commentators'
race.
applause.
It really was.
Yeah, to do half the race on that is unbelievable. I would have backed out pretty quickly. As Joe Singer's actually,
Oh.
Dudinazu going right on the back of him, going to go down the inside, flick it up. Oh, and the McLaren, I think, has gone into the pits. Has
Oh,
he? He has.
no.
Oh, but he's spun, and he's into the wall. Sean
Oh.
Leclerc, oh, no, and he can't get it.
No.
What's he doing?
He tried to cut in here
Well,
to take
now
the
it's
pit.
showing that he's in the pits. So what's gonna happen here?
Did he try
Oh.
to cut into the pits? I don't know what's happening
No, he
there.
he tried to make a move, but he didn't know that Iggy was gonna go into the pits, so he made a move essentially for no reason.
Oh, no.
No, but when he did launch forward, though, when he had already crashed, he jolted into the invisible wall.
Yeah, he looked like
Yeah,
he was trying
he
to.
lost it. He lost it coming out of the.
No,
Wall
but
of
then when he
Champions.
hit the wall, he tried giving it gas to go into the pits, but there's an invisible wall there. He tried to pull a sneaky and get in there.
Well, maybe he's just trying to get it into reverse.
Yeah, maybe, but let's see here.
Quick pit entry there.
So Phil has pit. No, he has not. Zen has pit.
Oh,
Zen is in the
Yeah,
pits.
sorry,
Zen
Zen is
is
pit
throwing
now.
on the hards with.
Yep.
just over or just under half this race to go. So Fitzgerald can probably go a long way into this race. If he
think
pits
so.
now for mediums, he'll be able to get to the end. But obviously, about this many laps in with the safety car, that's when Zen has called it quits on those medium tires and decided to jump across
Hernandez
to the.
could undercut Chester here if he were to go into the pits.
Yeah, I wonder what these guys are all going to do. So Zen being the first
Oh!
to take it. Oh, massive accident! Both of them off and into the pit
What
lane.
was
I think that was
that?
an awkward. That was a really awkward exchange with one deciding to go into the pits and one not. But they've now both gone into the pit. That's really awkward. And that's
Wow.
going to do massive
That's
damage.
definitely
I think.
under review.
That needs to be under review. Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah,
That
Dudinazu, I
was
think.
almost
Oh.
like kill your engine worthy.
Yeah. You got Ismail
Yeah.
airborne there. I wonder if Ismail's going to have suspension damage. Let's see.
Oh,
No,
I
it
think
looks alright.
No, it seems to be fairly square.
What about
But
Joe?
what about
He's fine.
Joe Singer's? No, it seems to be fairly square as well. It was like in Australia. I keep mentioning Australia. But when that car, just that scene in lap 1, turn 1,
Phil
I'm pretty
Lanky in
sure
the
it's the early 2000s big launch. Be interesting to see with Phil Lanky and Chester Chumper come out as Chester. might
Sorry to
get
cut you
caught.
off, but
No, he
Chester
doesn't.
and Daniel both pit, so it's just gonna
Hold
be a
on,
race
let's
to
see
finish
this.
between those two.
Oh, watch out. Look
Zen's
at
gonna
this.
get
This
a
is going
good
to be very
run.
close indeed.
Oh,
Phil
he's
Lanky-
gonna get
no,
him.
Phil
He's
Lanky's
got
going to
him.
be behind.
Yeah, Zen's
Yeah,
coming.
he's
has
got him.
done
As long as he
the,
holds it through this
undercut.
corner. Beautiful
That's
by
massive.
Zen.
Look at the X. Look at the.
Wow. What an
Stop there.
What an undercut from Zen.
Oh, Hernandez got Chester out of the pits.
Oh, he did? How is that? They went in same time.
He just had a faster pit crew, it looks like, and as Chester just drifts that whole corner.
I think Chester is lagging, but Chester might have had damage that he decided to
I
take.
also think Chester was
Chester's ping is
balked by Phil
225.
Lanky.
Oh,
Chester's
I
ping
think
is
Chester-
225.
oh, Chester's ping's
Oh.
acting up. He's popping in and out of the session.
Could have a.
Come on,
dropout
Chester.
here.
No, he's gone.
Oh,
He's gone.
Nope.
Yeah. Oh, no, he's back.
Chester,
Yeah.
you're
He's back.
Your ping was improved.
Oh, this is bad.
Oh,
this
no.
is very
Chester,
bad.
not
I
like
think,
this,
for
not like
Chester.
this.
He's had such a good race up to this point. Hasn't
Not
put a
like
foot
this,
wrong
Chester.
to go from P8 to P4 or 5.
No, Chester.
Oh boy. Anyway, let's just not look at that madness. Unless, well, because
Fitzgerald.
he
will
is
be
close
next
to-
Where's he
up
going?
here.
He's gonna go get groceries.
he's not battling.
He might
which
be
is-
going to your house here, Tim.
It may improve. It may improve. Here's a battle we got going on.
Zen fastest lap of the race on the hard compounds as he is flying.
Wait,
up
how
to the
did
back of
Fitzgerald-
Fitzgerald hasn't pit yet with the hard compound tyres. He hasn't put on the medium, so he still owes a pit stop now.
Oh, he's got
long into the race.
How
He might
long
opt
was
for
the
softs.
pit stops? How long is a pit stop here in
I-
Canada? Is it at least 20 something seconds on top of
You
the
lose,
stop
you
itself?
lose about 18 seconds. It's a pretty quick pit lane here in Canada.
So
so
he's got to
interesting
build
to
up
see
that
where-
gap.
He comes out. Yeah, he's looking like he'll come out behind Phil Lanky, but Zen, such a good lap. And I think Phil Lanky's actually made a mistake there on his in lap. It must have been. To be 4.3 seconds back,
Yeah.
that's a long way.
That's surprising because I didn't think it was going to be that large. I mean,
Hernandez is flying his first sector.
is he?
Oh, yeah, he's purple on the first sector here. Nice set of
Well,
fresh
actually,
medium.
Denny Hernandez on mediums, so he's got the faster tyre than Phil Lanky and Zen there. So did Danny Hernandez start outside the top 10?
Danny.
I can't remember. I'll quickly check. I do have the qualifying
think he did start in top 10.
results here.
Hernandez could
No,
get a
he did. He
podium.
started.
Depending how fast he's able to build up this pace, if with Fitzgerald pitting, he could be fighting for a podium this race.
It's true.
Oh,
could
Danny
be.
Hernandez. I made a mistake at the start. Danny Hernandez as well as Sean Fitzgerald both started on the hard. So Danny Hernandez has done a very, very smart strategy call here. And this is going to put him maybe up to the back of Phil Lanky and fight for a podium potentially if he can keep it clean and keep his pace up.
Yeah, and he's set the fastest lap now, so he's doing well.
Fitzgerald, the best he could hope for is P2 at this point, because if he pits, he will not be able to catch Zen with the time span it takes to get through those pit stops.
I mean, he may opt for the soft compounds.
Yeah, that's
Then he's
what I was
got to
just about
push like
mention.
bloody hell.
Yeah.
But he's going to wait for a late safety car, so I think he's going to wait it out as long as he can here.
Well, we
for
have a
late
safety car with how all the cars are all spaced out, though.
Yeah, we've had 6 drivers DNF, so there's only 10 cars that could get involved in an incident. This seems to be the closest battle we have right here with Florian and Igor.
Yeah, whether we will or not have a safety car is kind of, well, is a question, but Fitzgerald, that's what he's hoping for,
Yeah,
and that's what his strategy is
Ooh,
going to
Zen
benefit.
flying.
Wow.
Wow, that's up with qualifying times.
I think Zen or
On the
Sean,
hards.
I think Sean needs to pit soon because he's losing time to Zen, so he's losing pace by staying on these hards.
That's a 10th quicker than what Fitzgerald did in Q1 on the hard tyres,
Wow.
and he's got race fuel on board, so
Wow.
that's
That
very
is-
impressive there from Zen.
I wish Sven was in the session to see if Zen
Sean's last lap was a 16.2 and Zen's was a 14.7.
Yeah, Sean's losing time. I think he realizes this. Let's see if he comes in this lap with 12 laps to go.
I think at this point you've just got to beg for a safety car being out in the lead. I think, if you're a win it or bin it type person, you're going to stay out for as long as you can on those tyres till, the tyres die effectively. But
Yeah.
if he's going for points, then maybe he will be smart and pit
Oh.
the tyres. But,
Emo
they're
has
very
entered the
close.
chat.
Florian and the McLaren of Iggy doing better. But look at Ali Bigiani actually, P5. Is he pitted for tyres though? I don't think so.
Ali.
P5,
Wow, he is
him.
the
P5.
cameraman.
I don't believe
Yeah, I
he
don't
is
think he has
pit.
pit.
Yeah.
So he's on the same strategy here as Sean Fitzgerald, but down here, up in P5, not too bad. But obviously, if he pits, he would fly just to the back of Dudunazu, I think, with how, wow, Dudunazu's had a really bad middle part of the race. Just kind of all barreled downhill, hasn't it, boys?
Yeah, I think so. He has been struggling, but Igor has found himself battling with one car or another every lap of this race. First it was Joe, now it's Florian. And he seems to have a weak first sector because we see cars getting very close to him at turn.
We've got a couple of people in the chat.
I'm reading it.
Rastor Nor, my wheel game ended. Il Presidentato, does leaguing with real vehicle wraps create a royalty problem? None that we've experienced
Tim,
yet.
Tim, I'm reading them.
Okay.
So I don't want to discuss stuff like that. But Rastornor is James. James, I guess.
Anyway,
James is talking about how his wheel died, not his toe, I guess.
also James's toe, he's forgotten about his toe, and it's his wheel that's died. Should have just played into the toe thing. What are you doing, James? Yeah, Florian right on the back there of Iggy, so I think Florian's had a good back end to his race. Slowly coming up, but Bigiani, I think he's tanking time. I think he's lost 4 seconds to Danny Hernandez. Obviously, Danny Hernandez has stopped and is on the faster tyre, but it's about 4 seconds in just over a lap that he's lost.
Yeah.
So Bigiani, I think, and you can kind of compare him similarly to Sean Fitzgerald there, as Fitzgerald has bucketed, about 4, 5, 6 seconds to Zen. So very quickly, he's going to have to pit regardless if there's a safety car or not. But as I said, he might not pit till that McLaren is right up behind him.
Yeah, he's pushing
just waiting for a safety car.
All the life out of these tires. I mean, he's losing time, so I wonder if he's confident that once he puts on the softs, he'll just have the pace to catch back up. I'm not sure. But he knows the plan, even if we don't.
I think Oliver Founds has said in the chat that he had a 30 degrees of wheel angle, and then he also, what's put him out is he obtained a puncture on the front left.
Aww.
So that's what's put him out of the race, if that is
Sean
indeed
Pitts.
him.
Let's see where Sean's going to come out. Phil now rounding.
Sean threw the soft compound on.
That's
as
what I
predicted.
thought. Yeah, he was going to... Oh, but Phil also gets him, so let's see how far behind he'll be. Looks like Danny might even get
Hernandez is
him.
going to get him.
Oh, wow, even Danny Hernandez. Oh, it's going to be close, though, with him having to jink out. No, I don't think he is,
Oh,
but
he won't get it.
Danny
He won't
Hernandez
get it.
is flying.
All right, Sean now has a... What is it going to be? 4 second...
Soft tyres.
But he is on the softs, yeah, so...
And Phil's on the hards, and he's been on them for... wait, has Phil pit yet?
He has. He started on the mediums, yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Phil and Zen are both on the hard compounds, with Danny Hernandez on the mediums trying to chase him down, and Sean Fitzgerald now just pitting, obviously, and on the softs. And I think he's already gaining massively there on Phil Lanke already.
And
currently
as we
buckling
learned
that time
with-
away.
As we learned with Sean, he can go into the wall and he'll still be fast. So with him being on the soft compound, if you're on the hard, say look out.
I just want to point out the irony
Iggy's-
that Oliver's in chat saying he had a wheel damage, which we knew, and his YouTube username is Left Turn Man.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh no.
When it's
Oh.
meant to be, it's meant to be. Danny Hernandez with the first and second sector purple
Oh wow.
on the medium compound.
Yeah, where
But,
he is properly flying. I think Sean Fitzgerald. Yeah, Sean Fitzgerald's fairly flat with Phil Lanke in terms of pace, trying to heat up those soft tyres. Yeah, as
Yeah.
you say, Danny Hernandez, I've really noticed him as well, is absolutely flying on those sets of mediums.
This is gonna be great finish here, boys.
Since he pit, Sean has shaved about 6/10 off of Phil, so possibly. Oh, there's even more. 3.1
Oh
seconds.
wow, I think
3
he has
second,
heated up those soft
2.9.
tyres now. He's bucketing time towards him.
Yeah. Zen though still holding the fastest lap comfortably.
I want to take this time to apologize for the commentator curse against Dudunazu.
Sean Fitzgerald purple to the first sector, so he does the second sector. But yeah, as I said, I think he has just finally fired up those soft tyres and is on an absolute heater, as we would say.
Doesn't
Oh,
improve on his
Florian.
second sector.
Florian had an oopsie because he was right on the back of Igor. He is now 4.5 seconds behind.
Ooh.
So he's lost a lot of time there.
Big oof.
Maybe falling back into Joe Singer's
Ooh.
clutches, or Dudunazu as he is most notably called.
Interesting stuff shaking up in these last few laps. Let's see now. This is the guy to watch for. Can he get the pace in those tires? Oh, it looks like he's coming up to a back marker of a Haas. Might get some free DRS. Almost
Possibly.
loses.
He gets very
Imran?
loose. Wow, that is full commitment through there as he just clobbers the curbs like no tomorrow.
Yes, that is Imran that he will get DRS off of, unless he lets him
Look,
pass
curbs
here.
there as well. I think he's going to
As
let
he
him
pulls
by. He's
off,
going to
lets him
roll
go.
out.
Yep, he does get some DRS usage there. He'll take whatever he can get.
2.9.
Joe Singers now is within tenths of Florian
Oh
here on the
wow!
back straight.
He's not within tenths. He's within meters, as I should say, as he goes to the
Oh,
inside. and
easily
fully
makes the
clears
move.
him.
Can he keep it though? Oh, as he goes
Oh,
into
flying into the pits.
Oh.
Wow,
Okay, well,
that was scary.
that was.
and Dudunazu does
Jesus.
not send it into the wall again this time. It would have felt so
Yeah,
bad if he
wow.
makes the move on a person pitting twice.
That would have been very, very awkward. Sean uses all the extra curb and then some, and now within visual range of
Down to
Phil Lanke in
2.6.
front of him, just 2.5 seconds in front, as he sets the fastest lap of the race as well, just 0.6 off of the pole position time set by, I think it was Phil Lanke, by himself, sorry, on pole.
Let's get something here. I want to get.
6 drivers we've had to say goodbye to today. Chester Chomper, Oliver Founds, James Turner, Chris O'Connor, Matthew Gauthier, and Dominic Jarabik. We salute you. Unfortunately, we'll just hit you with a sorry, eh?
Sorry, no way.
Keep your stick on the ice.
Gerald is flying. I think Phil Lanke has dropped off the back of Zen, and I'm pretty sure this is Zen's race to lose now, as he's 6
It's
seconds
Gerald
ahead. You need to
1.6.
gain a
Oh, boy.
second. You need to gain a second a lap if you're Phil Lanke to win this race. But Sean Fitzgerald, I think, is who Phil Lanke's going to be more worried about, as he is flying up to the back of him by about a second this lap.
Yeah, this is getting spicy now.
John wants to taste that second place maple syrup.
Once the maple syrup champagne, that wouldn't really spray out, would it? It just kind of
Just
flounder
shatter
out
the
and
bottle.
just drip. They get pancakes up there as well? Sure.
Right, so I'm just getting the podium set up for final race after the race.
Oh, down to... He's in DRS.
Wow. See, this was
wow,
his strategy all
That's
along,
a
I
second a
think.
lap. He's going to fly by him, I think.
I don't think he's going to be fast enough for
He
the
could,
lead,
at
though.
this pace with 5 more laps, he could maybe catch Zen.
Possibly.
Oh, that's a big stretch, but... Oh,
But if he's doing a second a lap,
That's
But remember, these
true.
tyres are going to degrade over the next 5 laps quite heavily as well. No one else, I think, has used the soft tyres this race, so probably the only venturer onto these soft tyres.
Yeah.
So see
I
if
think
the
Imran
fall
was
off
on
is bad as he
softs.
runs deep, I think, to get a better run. So he's now going to slam that throttle and try and get the DRS. So the Haas closes in on the back of, I think it's Joe Singers there. Sean Fitzgerald, DRS open, gaining. He's going to get there just in time around the outside. It's not going to be enough. Side by side, he does get him on the outside, but there's wheel-to-wheel contact.
he's going to have to
He
give
gets
that position
punted
back.
off to the inside. He
He
does
does.
lift, I think, to concede that position. I think that's going to throw out gaining on Zen there out
Almost
the window.
again.
Oh,
They're going to fight till the end here.
he gets a good run, though.
Oh, does Phil close the door? He does
Can't make
close
a
the door.
move here.
Phil goes a
I
bit
think he
wide.
can make a move here. Sean Fitzgerald just has to kind of bite his time.
He's not
Just
biting
wait,
his
but
time, he's going
goes
for it.
to the outside. Going to be the inside, though, for the second kind of chicane that we have on this track. Isn't going to work out for him. He should get a better run here with the DRS going down into the casino kink. He's very close indeed. Gets a great run to the outside. They might have made contact, just giving a sniff of the diffuser around the outside of Casino.
Oh, no!
Touches contact! Oh, that could be a penalty going to Phil Lanke's
Oh,
way,
and
possibly.
Phil
But he
does-
waits for it,
Oh!
so I think he has copped.
That's gonna be podium now for Danny
But that's
Hernandez.
Hernandez gets in front of him.
Oh, even is this Ali? No, that's not. He's 15
Oh,
off.
Gianni's,
Phil
quite a
was
way
the
back
gentleman giving the position back to Fitzgerald, but he lost it to Danny now.
That's gonna hurt his chances now for the win for Sean.
He became a Canadian too much right there.
Oh.
I don't think he's going to be able to. Well, it was the right thing to do, I think. At least in Australia Motorsport, giving the place back is kind of the I messed up. Regardless of how many positions you lose, it kind of voids a penalty mostly.
Yeah.
Obviously, it won't in the top flight of motorsport here, but maybe it'll give him some kind of benefit through the stewards. But he has lost out there to Danny Hernandez, who's now kind of on the back of Fitzgerald. So as the soft tyres fall off, maybe the mediums will come to Danny's favour. Danny could maybe even get P2 here.
He's lost out to Danny Hernandez, but he's also opened up some beautiful last laps racing for us to commentate. Because these top four, or these third and fourth, are going to fight to the death. And
oh no! Oh! Yeah, that's it. He's overheated his tyres, I'd say. And that hasn't been good. And 2 cars behind now, flying up behind him.
Oh, battling blue flags.
Because Ali Bigiani is really...
that is
54 seconds the top 4 have put on the rest of the field here.
Yeah, that would be
that's his teammate, as you say, behind.
Igor now goes for a move on Ali in the final corner and gets up to P5.
Hernandez is going to make a move on Fitzgerald. Hernandez is going to make a move on Fitzgerald.
Oh, he is caught up massively. Are those softs falling off, as Chester in the chat has noted? Wow.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't think these softs are going to be able to hold on. No one has touched these tyres except for Sean Fitzgerald.
He could just be going through a braining phase. Another lap or two, he might be able to stabilize them.
Possibly.
Yeah, that spin wouldn't have helped him from the tag from Florian there, so he might be pretty livid in the cockpit of that motor car there.
That's true. Yeah, so Iggy got up to P5, and then we have this battle going on for who wants the 1 point and who wants the 2 points.
Who wants Gunther Steiner to be happy?
Can Imran get those? I believe it's Imran in the Haas. Can he get those 2 points? I don't think he is. As Florian goes round the outside, is it going to be able to stick it? Yes, he does. He almost clears him pretty much before the first phase of that corner and slams the door on him on exit there, going down the back straightaway. The Haas is going to get DRS, though. He's going to get back at him. Inside or outside, the BMW covers.
Great defending by the BMW.
Possibly. Indeed, Haas, I think, is going to lose out on that one, but he's going to get the DRS for the back straightaways. There's a bit of weaving there from the BMW in front, trying to play a bit of mind games as they come down into the hairpin.
Oh, he goes
both
too
trying
deep.
to maximise the exit. As you too right, Haas, I think, went a bit too deep. He's going to get DRS. I don't think he's going to be close enough, but we will see. Oh, he might be close enough, actually.
Lance, you've been warned for swerving.
Holds the inside, he's going to cover, and he's going to go late on the brakes. There is wheel-to-wheel contact!
Beautiful,
I don't know how they've managed that.
They make a little contact there as well as he opens
highlight reel right there.
Wow, this is good racing.
Flying back to the inside and keeps the position. Wow. How has he defended that? I will never know. And now they've kept it side by side.
These two are racing like they're fighting for first.
This is for 2 points.
This is amazing racing.
Wow, and Danny also has fallen off quite a bit from Sean, so I think Sean is semi-comfortably in P2 with only 1 lap left in this race after this one, of course.
Yeah, Hernandez lost his window there.
Tires.
And Sean is gaining on P1, but there's just not enough time to do it after that spin, so I think that's going to be your leader right here with the win today.
With the custom
Still
wheels.
got 1 lap to go. Anything could happen.
Anything could. He
Don't
is on.
fight till it's over. That F1 World Championship wasn't over till the last lap, so see what happens. He has to keep it clean through here.
Hernandez
I don't think that. There is going to be a lap car to negotiate here.
Oh,
I think it's
he's
his
shaving some
teammate.
time. He just took.
He is gaining time with a blue flag in front of him. It might help his chances getting some DRS.
Oh, nice exit.
Yeah, let's see. Blue flag's going to get out of the way.
Car's going to have to concede. He does concede. Gives him a lot of slipstream, though, coming up into turn 1, so he's going to be loving that.
Can Fitzgerald hold it together?
He's just got 1 lap to go. He's going to be spewing and kicking himself that he couldn't fight for this win. I think it comes down to strategy, but again, with all these safety cars that we generally get, it was always going to be 50-50 for him. As long as he keeps it clean and just hits his marks, 2 seconds behind, 11 seconds in front. So I think it's going to be Zen and Fitzgerald as your first and second drivers, and Danny Hernandez will take third. Everywhere else seems to be fairly decent, except for Joe Singers and Ali Bichiani.
Sorry to interrupt. Dudunadzu, please. Dudunadzu.
Oh,
down the inside. No, he's not going to get there. This isn't the final lap for these two, as I think Zen is behind them, so these guys are just really far behind.
Yep.
Um,
Oh, where
is there
was
on
it?
the...
Dodonadu right there. There we are. Going for a move
Right,
right
what?
Making a
side.
move. Oh, it's the corner that's been killing him the whole race.
No, this is going to be the last lap for these guys. This is going to be the
That
last lap.
is. So he did.
Azu does keep the position in P6, and he's going to go to the line, and he's going to win. Oh, not win. He's going to win that position.
Oh, but he has a
I'll
3
try and
second.
clean
I
that
think
up.
that's for DRS.
Oh,
I think that's for DRS, but he may also have a penalty applied. But let's see, Zen now, where is he on track? I guess he has finished.
he's
Completed.
finished. He has
Zen is
finished, as
finished.
well as
So we have
Fitzgerald
Zen as-
and Danny Hernandez for Lanky P4.
So congrats to Zen for winning, but yeah, with that, that is Phil's chances for the championship over. Unfortunately, there they are, saying good race, looking out the window, thumbs up, and good camaraderie from these two. Good racing from them today.
How come Iggy is still
Joel's race is
Oh,
over.
because he was behind.
If you wish to get an interview, you can go
Oh,
into
Jesus.
racing.
I would
Iggy
like to
still needs
also
to cross
say
the line.
Thank you for
officially,
racing. We'll see you next
I
week
would
in
say
Brazil
that
for the
officially
season
now
finale.
Sven Gilhood is your world champion. Obviously didn't compete today, but he is currently the AFR champion of Season 6 now officially, as we incorrectly stated.
Let's get
last
Zen in
week.
here for the interview.
Iggy Radbury is still live on track. He needs to
He
cross
is?
the line.
Oh, Iggy is
Yeah.
still on track.
He
While he
not
is driving,
finished
let's just get a quick word from your race winner. Hello, Zen. Congratulations on your first win.
Hello, hello.
Much better than last week, yeah?
Yeah, way better. Oh my god.
yet. Oh, button
man.
failures.
You were flying today.
I'm sweating here.
I bet.
Oh,
As you should be.
You can
How
smell
was
it
it?
from here, mate. Have a shower.
It was a very good race today. You had such good pace. And,
Strategy was well done. Pace was fantastic.
yeah, I almost didn't finish because of the back marker there. I
really?
got so much damage. Yeah, back marker,
Wasn't he your teammate?
blue
in
flag.
another
No. It was a few laps before. Oh man, I crashed into him. He spun in front of me and didn't let me go on a straight.
What
And
car
I-
was it? What car was
I
it?
don't know what car. Maybe AlphaTauri or something. I don't know.
Do you know what lap it was?
Yeah, one of the last laps. I think like 32 or 33.
Okay, we're gonna look at it. But
Yeah.
We'll send that into the stewards.
On that note, you had a possible race disaster, and you still come out on top. So an additional round of applause towards.
I had
Yeah.
a red damage wing, so that was pretty
Oh.
hard. I lost like 1 second a lap after that, but I think the guys behind were battling, so they lost some time.
yeah, they
I
were.
was lucky
There's-
there.
There was a lot of shake up in the back, but you
Yeah.
held it and you did what you needed to do. So congrats, and
Yes,
glad you got a
thanks.
good race in.
Yeah, thank you. It was a great race.
Good stuff, man. All right, we'll see you next time. Thanks for being here.
Of course. Bye bye.
Bye bye. All right, let's see. Let's get Chester in here. Hello, Mr.
Chester, mate.
Mr.
Well
Pingman.
done. But internet seemed to be a downfall today.
Yeah.
Unfortunate,
Oh, God,
Chester.
you-
It's always a similar issue. But today you had the pace, you great position. We were. I felt the pain as soon as I saw you sort of glitch out on our screen here. What's your thoughts on it?
Bad luck, as always.
It sucks, man.
Yeah,
you
look,
had a
mate,
good race.
Comes to me naturally. I guess.
Yeah, look, don't get too bogged down in it, because I think you did show a lot of pace, and always try and walk away with the positives. And I think in your sense, you could have been up there for the podium actually with the incident that had happened further ahead of you. So, I think you did very, very well, and I think you should take that into the finale of Brazil. But P8 to P4, and you were clearly moderately hanging onto the back of those guys. So well done.
What happened in the
Yeah.
pits between you and Danny? Did Danny just have a faster stop than you? Because you both went into the pit at the same time.
I pitted for a front wing also.
Mhm.
Oh, so he just got out slightly before you.
I think it was like lap 2 where we had that VSC. I got him in the back by that Mercedes.
Oh no, this was later on
Like it's
mid
not-
race when you did
Yeah,
green
but
flag
it's in-
pit stops.
It was the hairpin. I got hit by the Mercedes on the side, whatever.
Oh, and you waited until the safety, or waited till later in the race to deal with it.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Oh,
That
okay,
wasn't
yeah,
too
yeah.
bad. It wasn't too bad. So
You just
I
thought
kept
you'd
going.
fix it for the 2-second, whatever it is to fix said front wing. Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
hopefully one of these days
Driver.
somebody watching the stream will start a GoFundMe for Chester to get his own router at the house with Ethernet cable, just top of the line, so you can compete.
If you live in the East Coast, do not buy Verizon.
Anyway,
here
all right,
first.
let's get Chester out of here. Better luck in the finale next week, man.
All right, see you, man.
See ya. All right, let's get Ismail in. Hello, sir.
Hello?
Hello.
Ismail, was that a fight getting into the pit that we saw between you and Dudu?
No, I was ahead of him, right?
Mhm.
By like 6 cents or something
Mm-hmm.
on the straight. And I don't know, maybe he forgot to brake, or maybe, I don't know.
He forgot to
Who
brake.
knows?
Because he sent
He
you
literally
flying, didn't
forgot to brake and went into me. I
Oh.
wasn't pitting. I was still going.
Oh.
And he went into the back of me. And
So he
then
sent
my
you into the
car
pit.
just like jumped into the
Yeah.
pits. He threw my car into the pits and then followed me.
Oh no.
So,
Oh, so
I don't know.
you weren't intending to pit?
No, I wasn't pitting. He just like
You
he
just-
literally did not brake.
Oh no. Wow. I mean, not a bad race. Where'd you finish? 9th, I think.
8.
8th?
I don't know. 8. Yeah.
Hey, you finished in points. That's what matters, right?
Well,
Yeah. We saw a bit of a battle at the end there with
Yeah.
you, didn't we? You were side by side going into the Wall of Champions,
me?
was it not?
I think it might have been the Haas.
Well,
Yeah,
it
it
might have
wasn't
been the
me.
Haas.
Yeah, I mean, I just got forced into like a second pit stop, which sucks. I wasn't gonna pit. I already had done my pit stop, got damaged, and got forced into a pit stop.
Mm.
But yeah,
Well,
to be reviewed, I guess.
well, we will definitely. Of course, that one's going to be reviewed. Anyway, thanks for being here, as always.
Yeah, all
You
good.
better luck next time, mate. Hopefully you don't have an unscheduled pit stop.
Thanks, Ismail.
All right, thank you.
All right, Igor. Igor!
Hello.
Points, baby. P5.
Strong performance from McLaren team today.
I know, right? Wow, Zen was flying. You were flying. Good job today, man.
Yeah, I had the
Chester was
damage from
literally
lap
flying.
1. Yeah, I had the damage from lap 1 until pit stop. One Alfa Romeo hit me from behind,
Really?
but everything was okay then. I got also 10 seconds for the virtual safety car because I didn't know that you have to cross the line. I thought it would like
You don't have
when
to
it's
cross.
at landing.
It's not the line. It's your speed when the VSC ends. You have to make
Yes, when
it.
it says ending, you have to keep
Yeah.
your delta green.
I know,
anywhere from
I know.
3rd. Yeah.
I know, but it was keep ending for like 30 seconds like that. I was like, when? But never mind.
Oh.
Everyone else is lapped down behind me, so I will keep this 5th position.
Oh, okay.
You
okay.
did great, man. Starting
Coming
from
from
last
last
to get up
place,
there.
yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
I was very patient actually because in last race I made only one mistake at the lap 1, and that cost me 5th position. But this race, this was very, very, very strong.
Yeah,
very
man.
consistent actually.
You see, you be consistent and you be patient, and it pays off.
Yeah.
I'm happy to
I
see
was
it,
fighting-
man.
I was
The McLaren
fighting
has been
with-
summoned for review.
Good job,
Yeah.
Iggy. I'm happy for you that you got
Thanks,
good races. And so good luck next week, season finale, and we'll see you then.
Thanks, maybe some podium, who knows?
Who knows, maybe.
Brazil
Anything's
is my
possible.
favorite track. Yeah.
Oh, you heard it here.
Yeah. Thanks again and respect, guys. See you next time.
Thanks, Iggy.
See
See
you.
you later, man.
Bye.
All right, last one. Tudunadzu, hello. Hello. Mr. Joe Singers. I cannot hear you, sir.
Hello,
There
There
you
we
go.
go.
you can hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes.
Hello?
Hello. Hello.
Hello, guys.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, hello. Can you hear us? We can hear you.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello, Dudunadzu. All right, I guess we're not getting Dudunadzu in here then. Anyway, for a special commemoration of yours truly, Sven, where is the podium on this track? Is there no podium?
No, I think I left past it.
What am I left?
Oh, wait, go back. Turn around. 180. Oh, I'm watching the stream, I suppose. Just going.
No, it's not this way. Turn around. Up.
Oh, is that it?
It's right. Yeah, I believe it's right there.
Wait, that does not look like a podium.
Go further down. I think it's somewhere here now. Is it not that? No, to your left.
No, that's just a TV stand.
Oh, no, mine. That's just a TV
Is
stand.
there no podium?
No,
at
I think
Canada?
it was back where I said. They wouldn't make the drivers walk this far.
Yeah, they would.
It's gonna be close to the pits. Go.
This
It's
thing?
right there. Yes.
All right. Well, just give me 2 seconds. You might want to watch the stream for this one. Let's say that's the door he's gonna come. All right. Let's.
Oh God.
This is for Sven. Two seconds.
Are we
Ted.
still live?
We are indeed still live.
yeah.
I am doing.
I had to relieve myself. It's all good now. I'm back.
All right. Thank you for that.
Are we interviewing anyone else?
No, John.
No, we're not interviewing.
We are
we're just
doing this-
a celebration for Sven.
We're doing a celebration for Sven. Where is the fancy
This
trophy?
stuff ready.
I thought you said you had this ready on like lap 18. What are you doing?
I have to bring up the. There we are. There we are. There is the trophy for Sven.
Wow.
There it is.
Sven didn't win at Canada.
No,
No,
but
he
it's
wins.
just him celebrating the
Because
championship.
of penalties, allowed Phil to be still mathematically in the championship, but now he's not anymore. So.
All right.
But
Now let's.
Why does Sven get a maple leaf?
Shh! Don't question it. All right. Let's just moment of silence for. Not moment of silence. Just.
God damn it.
Celebration brought to you by South Park Season 1.
Hooray for Sven! Congratulations! Alrighty, and on that note, I'm Adrian Feneri, joined by John and Tim. We will see you next week in Brazil for the season finale. Although it doesn't mean much for the championship, it's still going to be a heated race. So, thank you as always for tuning in, and we'll leave you with this.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.